Okay, clear the line as best I can. Take a look at pentapod eggs. Get rid of as many of these as I can, because you already know how much I love cleaning up biological hazards from my previous videos where they come screaming out at me from the great beyond. Okay, but, okay, that side's good, that side's stable. Any pentapod eggs in that? No. I've got these 3. That's manageable if it goes to a fight. Let's make it 2. That's fair, right? Yeah. Okay, so that'll cover it. I've actually got enough pentapod and bioflux to cover all of this. Oh. And also I need to do that, so that this can craft an actual, honest-to-goodness amount of bioscience. Okay. Look at that! Oh. That might even be enough to get the job done. See, and I was worried about space monsters. And then while that burns, just don't let up. Okay. Oh, there's some extra on this assembly line. Neat. Okay, drive remotely. Because the way all this works is, it's not over until it's over, right? Alright, where's that little slip-through point I made? Or not made, but figured out. There's the shortcut. Because there has to be a belt back out, right? And then... I may have to recolor my armor when operating out here. There has to be a belt back out carrying all the seeds to make this operation work. Because for now, it's just like, throw things at the wall time. Really tired of not having a thing, right? So we're gonna do it this way, just to punch the operation through. And then I'm probably going to have to sit down and take a breather just to make my hands stop shaking. Oh dear. uh... Okay. And then, yeah, use filters. Only good bioscience comes down. Only good agricultural science comes out. Ah, this is so hard. So hard, really. This is unfair. So on a really good gleba, you have all these weird pathways, not because you need it to make sense or anything. You don't. You need outflows for spoilage. So if I don't have a spoilage outflow right here, I have a huge problem. And I have to go through here and make sure that on each one of these points where nutrients can come through, and even better, right? I have to make sure spoilage works over here. Use filters, spoilage. Use filters, spoilage. A lovely learning experience, right? Okay. Time to restart eggs. Because I got a feeling... Yeah, that fruit's here. So, boom, boom, boom. I've got my spoilage line, but every time there's like nutrients or something going off, anything biological can spoil. So, if you have a line end, you have to have spoilage like that. The one exception is the pentapod eggs, where it's like, yeah, that can spoil into screaming space monsters, as it has been doing. A very polite time, or pleasant time, I should say. It's been fun, you know? Enable, disable, pentapod eggs greater than 2 would be the desirable one. 2. I saw you not set constant, you silly. And the idea is that it'll pass it around, right? But then when it goes over, it should throw them into this one. Okay. And then, okay, why are you not going? Not enough fruitsies? Fruitsy woodsies? I am the most stone cold man who will ever be this silly. Okay. Just gonna kick this right in here and get you working. Please and thank you. Read contents. Needed to be set. Okay. Are we going now? Murphy's Law of... If it can go wrong, it probably already has. I know somebody's gonna be like, that's not Murphy's Law. But the worst thing can happen. It's like, There's all sorts of ways that I could turn that into a joke. But for right now, this just needs to run as fast as it can. Okay, so where's spoilage going to come out over here? So it's going to be like boom, boom, use filters, spoilage go. And then babushka. Look at that. And then that's going to go to our local purveyor of ugly things, but this is why I brought a bunch of fast inserters over. Oh boy. It's like, why did you do these crazy long-term plans? And because somehow random's worse. That's why. Okay. Boom. Okay. Doom, doom. And then this one has an extra requirement. It produces an extra kind of biological waste, which is extremely valuable and has to be accounted for. You, back into the machine. Where'd you go, Jelly? Oh, it's not being nice to me. Okay, get that spoilage out. Are we there? They're going over, okay. Now that means we're shutting this line down for now. Anything that can become glorious bioscience is going to become glorious bioscience. And then I'm going to get up, take a little break. Ooh, okay. I feel like they made this just for me at this point, because it's like there's gonna be somebody here who uses up exactly 50 science and then like has to take some deep breaths and use the little itty bit that's left over. Oh wow. But they'll bring a... Well, no, you can shoot white science down from space, that's the deal. Oh, good grief. So here's what that just did in the scheme of this run. If I didn't have the achievement before, this is what has now become unlocked to me. Rush to space is cleared. Right? So that's done. The next one is Logistics Embargo. Finish research with Space Science Pack for the base game or any Planetary Science Pack for Space Age without building any active provider, buffer, or requester chests. That means I can now use proper auto malls. Not going to get this one. I can already tell you right now. Too much time has passed. I would need a team of people to do that. Or I'd need to pre-site a bunch of blueprints for a specific map and run it that way. But yeah, I'll clear that one. While I'm at it, I'll get the tiniest little amount progress done on the carbon fiber research so that I'm just rid of the last of these sciences in here. Alright, so what does that mean? It means I can have proper logistics support over on Novice, where something has surely jammed. No more of these tank auto malls, but actual, proper, honest-to-goodness auto malls based off of an old blueprint that I have. So there's a bunch of stuff that is like, wow, you know, I stressed out to build all of this little stuff, but like gets replaced over about in here. The next thing is boom, boom, and then based off of whatever I've stockpiled, in an hour of these ones. Oh god, you have no idea. It actually ran for that entire hour and didn't jam. Okay, I'm good to go. Because look, I got 600 of these. Like, I've run out of stone, so that's gonna be the major thing, is restart stone production down here. I wanted to get this up so that I'd have modules 2 going somehow, but once I saw that I could do that, it's like, nope, we're doing this now. That is hugely important to get that just out of the way as fast as I can. Because right now, yeah, 600 furnaces. God, that's gonna be huge. Then I have stockpiled science back to, from here to forever, yeah. I have full cases. Oh, look at that go. All my jams are cleared, yeah. Oh, it's gonna be a happy day. Get that, get some progress on fish breeding over here on Gleba to use up the last of this bioscience and make sure none of those poor ponopods go to waste. And then double check to make sure this line's finished up. And then as long as I see 2 seeds and 2 seeds, I'm happy. All right. It's gonna take a minute to breathe. Oh, wow. I have to take a moment to think about what I can do in order to make it so that I can win this. While I'm trying to calm down from that. Performance art there. Woo! It just doesn't feel right without a horse of petapods coming at me from somewhere. Okay. Okay. But yeah, no. I need to fix that not having ammo thing. And I have all these fruit that I don't want to go bad. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this entire mess of raw materials here, and I'm gonna make some more bioscience, or bioflux, I'm sorry. And then we're doing biosulfur. For maybe a stack of sulfur. This is gonna make me another stack of cannon shells. I need to find some coal from somewhere, and that's probably gonna be Ryan's job. Oh boy. Wow. Well, that was amongst one of the most hilarious things I've done in a good long while. Okay. Is it over? Can I breathe again? Okay. Okay, this is about done. Then that's going to be about as much spoilage as I can get out of this operation. Okay, so if I can get some coal over here, I have plenty of cannon shells. And then... Okay, that's at 150, so I'm just gonna be a silly boy and be like, switch it over manually. Because that makes sense. Then I've got all of these jelly nuts, so what's gonna happen is that eventually I'll run out of power, and that'll be really sad. And I don't like being sad. Good, good. Okay. More spoilage into the spoilage bomb. And then... do, 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 do. Come on! Actually click. I clicked you. You can go. Okay. That is some mad science. Okay. And then I need to ship some coal over here so I can go and just take these guys out. I just don't know how it's going to go with them. Alright. Definitely time for a break. $15. So my game plan is once hour 40 comes around one way or another, I'm out of here for Volk.